Here, baby. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Kentucky Southern Belle. I don't have any makeup on today. I did have on some lipstick. To get my daughter's appointments out of the way this week, jumping on the live today, we are going to discuss detoxing the scalp. So the hair goes through 4 different growth phases, okay? My hair happens to be going through, and all these words are extremely hard for me to say. Mine is going through the adipogen, adipogen phase. And what that means is that it is going through growth. Hey, I'm serious. You don't come on. You have to have a shirt on. You're naked. Yeah, you can't. Sorry about that. So mine is going through the growth phase. During the growth phase, that's when the hair is actually being pulled out of. I'm serious. I'm gonna tell your dad. Okay. But going through the adipogen phase, that means that the hair is actually going through a growth phase outside where the length is expelling out of the root. So you will experience dryness, flakiness, irritation. You could have shampooed it. It could be moisturized. I'm gonna get some clips out. It could be moisturized. It could be a lot of different things, and you're still going to have that. Now, on the last live that we did, I put color on. I did color correction. For those that were on that live, as you can see, the color looks amazingly great. I have not shampooed it since then. I used, as a refresher, I used a red copper, which was the dark series, and it's for extremely dark hair without having to pre-bleach the hair. I had some highlights in it, and I think I'm gonna put this on here for lighting. Wait, hang on, guys. I'm trying to put some. Okay, so you guys can see what I'm about to do. Well, if it's working. Okay, so it's not working. I think my daughter took the batteries out of it. So anyway, you should be able to see. I want to show you what it's going to look like. So today we are detoxing. I'm going to show you exactly what I use. We're going to jump right into it because I am so ready for this. This is going to be extremely helpful when you are, and I mean, you don't have to have lots to do this, but it's beneficial. It's been a while since I've done a detox on my scalp. So I definitely want to do it. We're going to jump right into it. So we are using a toothbrush. This is just a standard toothbrush. Some people buy the hair ones, which is fine. Hello, Sharana Buscapa. Thank you for joining. I probably messed your name up. People butcher my name all the time. Thank you for joining. But I am using like, comment, and subscribe. I didn't say that at the beginning, but we're doing a detox today. So yes, I just bought this from the Dollar Tree. You can use the hairbrushes if you want to. But I just bought this because it was $1.25 and it's going to serve the same purpose. I didn't get a soft bristle because I like to get down in there. Hello, Stud. Hello, Mr. Nugget. I am feeling great. We are going to be using baking soda. You can use any baking soda. I got this from the Dollar General. Just got a big box of it. So we're going to be using the baking soda, apple cider vinegar. This is very, I mean, I even use it when I take my soaking baths. I'll put a little bit in there. What is your name? My name is Shakitha. People have put Q's and W's in it, but it is Keith, like the name Keith and then an A. So people mess my name up all the time, so I'll probably butcher yours. I'm also going to use a clarifying shampoo in this mixture, a color bowl, color brush, and I'm going to only use a dab of my hydrating detangling shampoo, even though I don't want to detangle, but I do want those roots kind of moisturized, okay? I'm going to follow up with the Miel pomegranate, and my friend told me last time, I don't know if she's on here today, but it's the pomegranate and honey. I will be using that as my leave-in. I'll put that at the roots, but this is what I'm using. For any of you that are going to ask if this is color safe, it is, because I'm only going in the roots. And of course, on the last live, of course, I touched it up with the color. And as you guys can see, my hair grows really fast. You can see some of the black that's already coming in. My hair grows super fast. And like I was saying at the beginning of the live, my hair is going through the adipogen. There's 4 different phases. It's going through the growth phase where the hair is coming out of the follicle, causes irritation, itchiness. I'm over it. So first things first, we're going to take that bowl, use your toothbrush. Now, when you're going in, I want to show you guys something. You can put a towel on, which I'm going to do. Give me 2 seconds. All right. You can put it, drape it around. You can have a cape. Usually I have a cape, but since I'm for the sake of the live, we're just going to use the towel, baby. Don't so much worry about the color. Your color's going to be fine. Now you could use a color treated shampoo. I'm using the hydrating just because my scalp is a little bit dry, but it's more so from the growth that is going through. Would you say? Yes, they are starter locks, kind of. I started them 2.5. It was 2 years in April. But they are Microlocs, and I did them myself, started them myself on Relaxed Hair. Have old videos. If you haven't been on my lives, please go back and watch those, and not just the lives, but the videos. So first of all, we're going to add in our baking soda first. Now, of course, if you took science, you know that when you put the baking soda in with the apple cider vinegar, it is going to bubble a little bit. So just do it very gradually. So I'm going to use about that much because once I'm done and I get off of the live today, I'm actually going to just kind of put it in there, scrub it real good, get it real good and cleaned up, okay? Now, before I add the apple cider vinegar, I'm going to go ahead and use the clarifying shampoo. And FYI, you do not have to buy expensive clarifying shampoos because clarifying shampoos are clarifying like they're all created the same. I don't care if it says VO5, if it says Redken, if it says Paul Mitchell, whatever. They're all the same, okay? The job of a clarifying shampoo is to remove and clarify just that. All clarifying shampoos are clear. So if you have any questions, usually most clarifying are clear. Conditioning will have like a iridescent pearl color. I'll show that to you with the Care that I'm going to be using today, okay? This has a very nice pearl iridescent color. That's how you know it's conditioning. All right, so we're going to take that. And you just use as much as you want. That should be plenty for me. Okay. And we're just gonna kind of mix that in because remember, there is still, even with the shampoo in it, it's still going to be a slight chemical reaction. And let me tell you, this is gonna feel so good to the scalp. Now, I do have some tea tree. Tea tree, when you put it on the scalp, it's best to have a carrier oil. Like if you use like an olive oil, just something other than itself. And see how that's a nice paste like that? Okay, and trust me, your scalp and you are going to thank you. Okay, I don't like to go to bed with a wet head, so I wanted to do this during the day. You can already see the color of this right now. This is my hydrating. I'm only using a little bit of this. A little goes a long way. I see how it has that kind of yellowish, but it has, I'm gonna show you in a second, that kind of iridescent color to it. That's how you know it has hydrating or conditioning properties. And especially if you have one that's white, you'll see that real pearly color to it. So once you do that, now, for some of you that might have a sensitivity, the apple cider vinegar is not, thank you, DJ LVO. If it's slightly irritating to you, don't feel bad. You don't have to add that. Okay, so apple cider vinegar, I even ingest this too. It's really good for your digestive system. It helps keep everything all aligned. This is really good because it is very cleaning. Of course, we know with vinegars, they can be acidic, but they have very great cleaning properties. You do laundry with them, clean with them, use it on your hair, use it on your skin, whatever. So I like this because it is going to clean my scalp really good, okay? And it's been a while. It's been, I think the last time I did a shampoo, like a deep cleaning shampoo, was like back in April. So I am well overdue. So if you have a sensitive scalp and you just want to maybe try a little bit of this, that's fine. But I'm going to be putting it in here. And hello again. All right. So again, you're going to see this bubble up just slightly. Just do a little at a time. See how it's bubbling up right up at that top? And since I don't want it bubbling out of the bowl, because again, it's a chemical reaction, it's going to keep going, keep going. It's going to rise like bread. That's why I'm in my bathroom. See, it's coming up pretty good. And I'm just going to stir and stir until I get it where I want it. Okay. And usually when the edges, I got it over the sink. But what I'll do is I'll just keep lapping that in the center and mixing that shampoo up. Okay. And again, I will show you what this looks like. And most of the time when that's kind of coming out like that, that is legit just the product. That's more of the apple, because when you rinse your hand, it's not going to feel soapy, because that's more of the reaction of the baking soda and apple cider vinegar. All right, and I probably should have got a towel. Hang on 2 seconds. I'm going to put a towel here. Actually, I'm going to just use this towel since I have to do laundry anyway. Some more laundry. Okay, so first things first. All right, we're going to take that brush. It's finished fizzing, as you see. I'm going to set that down, use that brush, and go right into it. And you're going to feel some tingling. And really don't feel like you're using too much. Just put it on there real nice. Take your brush. I usually put it in here so it gets wet, so it's not dry on the scalp. And you're going to proceed to just go in, loosen up any debris in that scalp real good. And it feels so good, especially when your hair is going through the growth phase. Like I said, mine is. I just tightened my locks, and as you guys can see, yeah, it's already time to I've actually re-tightened some of them already. And you're just going to do that over your entire head. And it's still going to foam up when you use that toothbrush to detox that. You know, don't get this in your eyes. Okay, just get it in there. Because, again, you're going to be shampooing it anyway. This has shampoo in it, so it's going to just lather it really good. And I just hold my locks down and just get in there really, really good. And let me tell y'all, this is one way to do it. Now, for those of you that go to a salon, I know some of you, they have this particular similar method where they lay you back in the bowl, and it, you know, of course, it has the apple cider vinegar and the baking soda, and that feels divine too. But again, like you've heard me discuss on my lives, I have not found anybody that I trust on my head, because our hands have and create so much energy, and you just want to know that whoever's touching your head has the best intention for you. So yeah, you're just going to go in just like I'm doing. Let me get a little bit closer. And again, we have the hydrating in there, so it's going to kind of help moisturize that scalp really nicely. Make sure you get around the front. And for anybody that brushes their locks, you know, they're probably very familiar with the similar technique rather, except they're brushing the locks. I don't brush my locks for anybody that asks, just because I just kind of feel like, I don't know. I've heard that it makes the hair fuzzy, and I'm not going there. So now if you don't want to use the brush, it's fine. But yeah, just go in just like so. I'm not going to do my entire head on the live, but I just wanted to kind of show you guys what I use when I'm going in and breaking up any loose skin, oils, and just kind of just cleaning my locks. I don't put a lot of product on the ends of my locks. Some people, if you're using things like beeswax is extremely heavy. And over time, they do find a way in your locks, they kind of get that greasy feel. I don't use that anyway, because I use the 4-point rotation on mine. But this would even be good for people that use heavy oils, beeswax, any of that stuff, just to kind of go in and, just get all that off. And again, on my lives, I try to look at the camera, answer any questions you have. And like I said, this feels so divine. I can feel it tingling a little bit. And like I said, it feels really good. Now, I'll probably go in with some of my locks and tighten them back up because, yeah, like I said, It's in the growth phase, so I feel like a lot of like the little bitty hairs come out. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I didn't want to do more than 20 minutes. We are right at 15. We may cut it short shortly after that, but this is how I detox them. You don't need any, like I said, special shampoo. If you don't have a brush like I'm using, you can just use your hands. Or like I said, you can just use that toothbrush. Like I say, just go in. I always hold one side down just so I can get right at the roots really nicely. Break up that debris. And basically just detoxify this scalp of mine, y'all. Because it's been itchy. It's not because it's dirty, but, or oiled. Because like I say, I oil it really nicely. But it just, every time it's grown, it starts to grow, it's just a weird itch too. And it just gets flaky. So anyway, since there are no questions, any more questions, like, comment, and subscribe for more, like, especially right in here was real itchy. Like, comment, and subscribe like always. I check my emails regularly. I get updated when those get sent out. And yeah, so just hit your girl up if you need anything. And until the next live, which the next one I want to do a live. I've just been so busy this week with my daughter. She's going to have her tonsils removed. And so that's another thing. So I've just been so busy with appointments and stuff like that that I just haven't had the time to, you know, really invest in being on live, except, or since my color video and when I did the reels where I was showing you how to do the Bantu knots, to make my locks curly, which this is the remnants of it. It's been about a week since I done that, so it's still kind of, well, it has more of a wave. It's not curly. And I just use the Bantu knots and just kind of spray them because I don't like, and just go to bed on them. I don't like my hair being wet, so I just make sure to just use a spray bottle, spray them, and that's how I get the curly look. So anyway, like I say, feel free to answer any question or ask me any questions. I'll get back to you. I'll answer those on the live. We will be coming up on a Q&A live very soon because it's about that time with new questions and stuff. And again, if you have color on your locks like I do, I just colored it, and we know that red fades really easy. This is fine. It's not going to hurt it. It will be just fine after you do this and take care of it. So we're right at 18 minutes. Thanks everyone that did join in. I pray that this was super helpful. And again, for the ones that tuned in that don't have locks, before I started locks, I used to detox my scalp anyway, just because, you know, so you don't have to have any of this going on. You can just use it on your scalp. So as you can see, it lathers up really good. Never use your nails when you're getting into your scalp. And see how it lathers up real nicely? So imagine what that's going to feel like when you're shampooing it out. And for those of you that are wondering, like, you know, is it, you know, once you take it out, how will it feel? Well, it will feel squeaky clean. You're going to want to leave this on for, I'm going to say about 20 minutes. There's really no limit. You just leave it on as long as you like. Always use your fingertips when you're massaging that in. Even when you're shampooing your hair, you never want to just like, I have nails. These are my real nails. You never want to like just be very, you know, but I just kind of massage it in there real nicely. So I'm going to continue the rest of my head. And this is before I shampoo. I will be using a little bit of a reconstructor, a color reconstructor conditioner once I'm done. Just to kind of, you know, oh, it feels so good, y'all. Y'all have no idea. And see how it even foams up on the scalp. And also, an FYI, when you see how loose my scalp is when I move it, when a person's scalp is really tight, that means that they're not getting enough blood flow to the hair follicles, which in turn, over time, they say, well, I started losing my hair or it's thinning. A lot of times that is from inadequate blood flow to the hair follicle. The hair follicle needs blood flow. So when you are, and see, that's why my hair grows so fast, is because I have very adequate blood flow to the scalp. You want to get in there and massage it real good. Loosen that scalp up. And of course, I take vitamins. I eat a lot of protein, all those great things. Work out and everything. Even though I haven't worked out this week, other than cutting my grass yesterday because my daughter is on fall break. And I hadn't been able, and I've had a lot of appointments, so I haven't been able to get out there and do my thing. But on the up and up, yeah, just apply that to the scalp, get notifications on my driveway. And tell me what you think next time I come on the live. For those that join me every time I'm on. And even if you just now joined in, let me know how this works for you. And like I say, just leave that on the scalp for about 20 minutes or so. Just massage it in there real good. Break up any product, oils, dirt. Because I go, like I say, I go back in with my toothbrush and scrub. And just let me know what you think. So we'll follow up next week. Or actually, maybe this weekend. And you guys let me know what you think. So until next time, bye.